What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Today we're facing off against Mid Pokemaster for BBL week number 4. It is undefeated against undefeated. It is Kyurem-White against Kyurem-Black. Which one will come out on top? Hopefully Kyurem-Black, because I got Kyurem-Black, and I want to stay undefeated. Mid is also undefeated, so it's gonna be pretty scary. But guys, if you want to skip the team builder, there is a timestamp on the screen right now, so make sure to go ahead and jump to that if you're not interested. But if you are interested, make sure to stick around, of course, leave a like, and pay attention for the secret word of the day, and comment it down below when you guys do hear it. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Looking at the matchup, it is Kyurem-White versus Kyurem-Black, like I said. Mid's UBERS, Kyurem-White and Genesect. Very scary, one of the best Uber combinations available. On top of that, four really solid pivots in Slowbro, Crobat, Sylveon, and the Persian. And then 3 amazing physical wall breakers in Conkeldurr, Rhyperior, and the Melmetal. The one thing this team is really missing is another non-Uber special wall breaker in my eyes. But these 2 special wall breakers that Mid has access to are both really good. So I'm hoping that we can actually, do the damn thing and win this week. It'd be very impressive because we would beat every single team that was undefeated when they came to playoffs and then would leave with their first loss. So hopefully we can do that. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into it. Our first model we're bringing this week is just really good in the matchup overall, and that is our Dragapult. Roku is here with the Expert Belt, clear body, so we can't take hits or can't get the reduction in the stats from like a parting shot from the Persian in case it decides to go for parting shot over foul play. That's just pretty good in my eyes. But other than that, I also have the Mystical Fire from the Sylveon. That's really it. I didn't really need to have Infiltrator. I didn't really need to have Curse Body, so I felt like Clear Body was the way to go here. Dragon Darts hits everything for really solid damage outside of the 2 steel types, and then the Sylveon. So we have Flamethrower for those 2 steel types, doing a ton of damage, OHKOing the Genesect, and 2 KOing a non-like Assault Vest, special defensive Melmetal, and then Steel Wing is there for the Sylveon, and then Shadow Ball just in general is good coverage. With this 4 moves, I think we hit, it's like 7 of the 10 mons for super effective damage, so Expert Belt feels pretty warranted here, and one of the mons we don't hit is like a Diglett, so whatever. We do have speed for the Crobat as well. Crobat is pretty important. The speed tier is 130. If he did not have the Crobat, then I would be creeping all the way down to the Persian, which would allow me to go Adamant or Lonely or Naughty, whatever it is, and that's really nice, but we decided to go against that. Crobat, to me, there are 6 mons that are coming, and, well, obviously, but the mons that I think could be backups, the mons that are going to come for sure, I'm pretty confident. Kyurem-White, Genesect, Slowbro, Sylveon, and Melmetal, Conkeldurr as well. Those are the 6 I'm expecting, but then Crobat or Persian could replace like one of them. I don't expect Rhyperior, and I don't expect Diglett, probably because my Electric type just is, a Charge-a-Bug, but hey, it is what it is. In general, this Pokemon is so good, and if we could have just been Adamant or Lonely or whatever, we would have been in such a good position to really break this team. And if it weren't for that damn Sylveon, I would feel so damn good about running Specs Shadow Ball or Specs Hex, but I just can't. I can't with this team. So it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and jump into our next mon. It is going to be Appa the Solgaleo here, also with the Expert Belt this week. Full Metal Body as the ability, so we are immune to Intimidates and parting shots and whatnot. We have Sunsteel Strike, which is amazing. Sunsteel Strike goes through the abilities, so this is a really good way to hit something like the Persian, because if Persian tries to, even Persian and the Rhyperior, by the way, because if Persian has Fur Coat, then Sunsteel Strike just ignores it. Rhyperior Solid Rock, Sunsteel Strike ignores it, and we do massive damage. We actually have a chance to OHKO a max HP Rhyperior with Sunsteel Strike, which is awesome. Fire Blast is there as a way to really do good damage to the Melmetal. I'm doing that over Flamethrower just for the extra power. I don't really need to have it per se, but I felt like, Flamethrower just wasn't strong enough in this instance, and I really want to break effectively, so we decided to go with that, especially because my Dragapult is more special than physical. This Solgaleo is more physical than special. Knockoff is there because it's just generic damage against quite a few things. Gets rid of not sashes, but scarfs on the Kyurem, on the Genesect, gets rid of like a Colbur Berry or boots or helmet or whatever on the Slowbro, but Berry on the Sylveon, just in case. A random Flame Over Assault Vest on Conkeldurr, that's really important, of course, and the Assault Vest on the Melmetal. And then we also have Thunderbolt. Now, knockoff into Thunderbolt will, assuming no items, assuming no like Colbur Berry or whatever, knockoff into Thunderbolt will always KO a max HP, max defense Slowbro, and that's kind of what I'm hoping to get that catch with, because if I can weaken the Slowbro or get rid of it, it just takes away one more answer. My game plan this week is to break down the Pokemon that are going to be slower. The Conkeldurr, the Slowbro, the Sylveon, the Rhyperior, and then after that, and the Melmetal, of course, and then deal with the Kyurem-Black and the Genesect with the very few outs that I already have for them after the fact. That's what I'm hoping for, so fingers crossed we can actually get it done. We need this thing to stay healthy. We have quite a bit of investment on it. The investment on this set, number 1, we don't need any speed. We're minus speed nature because we don't need the speed. What are we going to outspeed? We can outspeed the Kyurem, yeah, but like if it's Scarf, and we're pretty confident it's going to be Scarfed or double Scarfers or whatever with that and the Genesect, so what's the point? I'm going to just have enough speed to outspeed basically everything that's slower than these two that just isn't running max speed. So we don't outspeed like a max speed Conkeldurr, but we're outspeeding a pretty fast speed Conkeldurr, so why not give it a shot? Other than that though, Rhyperior, we don't speed max speed and whatnot, but again, doesn't really matter. We're not expecting that to come. And if it does come, is he going to expect me to run not max speed? No, he's going to expect me to run pretty fast, outspeed maybe Kyurem-White, but we're not. We do have enough investment though to take a Life Orb Kyurem-White Fusion Flare with rocks, which is amazing, and then we can OHKO back with the Sunsteel Strike, and we also take a +1 special attack Genesect Flamethrower from full as well if it is Life Orb 2, not after rocks though. Other than that though, we have enough special defense, so Genesect always gets the special attack boost, no, the attack boost rather, that's it, we always get the attack boost, which is good, unless specifically it is a banded Genesect, because then it will always 2 kill me with U-turn, which is really, really bad, and I don't want that happening at all, because we do have quite a bit of special defense, very little physical defense. Other than that though, we have enough investment to always 2 KO a max HP, or not max HP, but a max special defense 0 HP Melmetal with Fire Blast. That is the goal with that, and then after that we can also, like I said, knock off into Thunderbolt, always kills a max HP, max defense Slowbro, which is amazing, and we do take Adamant Guts Conkeldur's close combat with rocks, or a knockoff or Earthquake without rocks. Moving on to our next mon, it is going to be Katara or Primarina. At this point, I was having a hard time figuring out what I wanted to bring, and that's saying something because we're only 2 mons in. Prim is here, we're running Choice Scarf this week. We have enough investment in our speed. Max speed allows me to outspeed a max speed Genesect that is not scarfed, which means we also outspeed the Kyurem-White. So if those are not scarfed, great, we get big damage off of them. If they are scarfed, I get that information, and that's really important. The information is super, super important in this matchup because we do have a couple of ways to handle things, but if it's late in the game, then a Scarf Kyurem and a Scarf Genesect can just win. So we have to be very careful the way we play that and get that information. Moonblast is really good in this matchup at OHKO, something like the Conkeldurr, assuming it's not Assault Vest. It can do shit ton of damage to the Slowbro. It can weaken things like the Sylveon, but in general, Hydro Pump and Moonblast are the moves we click most often. Flip Turn, maybe if we can get the KO with it, and then Scald just in case I cannot afford to miss. With the Hydro Pump, we have the Scald as a backup plan, and that's really it. Moving on to our next, also we actually take a Scarf Kyurem-White's Freeze Dry. That's what the 4 investment special defense is for. I'm not even kidding. Without it, we wouldn't take the hit guaranteed. With it, we do. I'll take it. Our next mon is going to be Juan our Kyurem Black. Expert Belt, again, 3 E-Belt mons this week. Freeze Dry, Iron Head, Earth Power, and Psychic. Pretty much fully special, and we're going with a Rash Nature. Now, why am I not running max speed to speed tie the Kyurem-White? Well, I was originally, and it didn't go so well. Not necessarily because I wasn't winning speed ties, but because it was going scarfed. So what's the point in me trying to outspeed it or speed tie when I'm pretty confident it's going to be scarfed? And even if it's not scarfed, I'm not going to risk a speed tie. I mean, he's got to go for like a dragon move to get the KO on me. Ice Beam won't get the job done unless it's like specs, and even then I think it's a roll. So I felt like this was my best option here. We have a ton of investment in HP, a ton of investment in special attack, and a good amount in speed. The speed is there specifically if in case mid decides to go with a max speed timid Sylveon. Just in case. I don't think he will, but I felt like having that as an option in case he's thinking, you know what, maybe fast Sylveon is good, or I can get the knockoff on the Sylveon and it was scarfed, or who knows, just having an option there. Freeze Dry is great. This set, these 4 moves hits everything for super effective damage outside of specifically, I believe it is the Persian and the Genesect. That's it. Everything else takes super effective, which is awesome. I think this is going to be my lead. I'm pretty confident. Even if I see Conkeldurr, my lead is going to be to lead with this and click Psychic. Reason being is I have a really good chance to OHKO a no special defense, no HP Conkeldurr with Psychic. It's actually like 98 to 116 or whatever the roll is. If it's got the amount of HP it has to speed creep, or with the rest of its speed in speed to creep like 28 speed prim, then it's a roll. It's a roll in my favor, like 65% chance to KO. So we'll see if I can do it. But I feel like getting the damage off on that thing is extremely important because we do take a Drain Punch from the Conkeldurr if it's not Guts boosted. If it is not Guts boosted though, we don't take the close combat, which is not the best obviously, but we don't take the Drain Punch into the Mach Punch after the fact, so we have to be very careful with how we play that. Might have to switch hard into Prim and just get some damage off that way, so we'll see. We want to break things like the Conkeldurr because it's very scary. Our next mon actually has a really important role this week, and that's going to be Boomy or Lycanroc Dusk. It's Sash this week, but not because we're running Sash lead. My opponent has a grand total of 2 rockers. One of them is Rhyperior, which I think is a really bad matchup, and one of them is Diglett. That's it. So I feel pretty confident about Lycanroc coming, being able to keep hazards off of my side of the field, and then having a Sash for late in the game when I need it. He decides to go with Trick Room with Conkeldurr. I can bring this thing in when Trick Room is available, and then if it's burnt, then I'll go for Endeavor as I take a Drain Punch going down to 1 HP, Endeavor it back down to 0 or to 1, whatever, and then Burn will kill it. I have a Cell Rock there to do like 40% to Kyurem-White, to do like 35% to Genesect. I have Close Combat, which hits both of them for really good damage. I have Psychic Fangs, which hits the Conkeldurr for really good damage. In general, the whole point of this team is to make sure we can break this massive threats, and this Pokemon beats the speed that he has. Next up though is, or I should probably mention, this thing has the speed on this set it's enough for the, I think it was the Genesect, and then I put the rest into defense because I want to get as much of an Endeavor off as possible instead of, well, increasing my HP, so I would reduce the amount of Endeavor damage that I might be doing to things. So yeah, that's really it. And then our next mon is going to be Varric the Porygon 2. Originally, this was Hitmontop, but Hitmontop just really underperformed, and I felt like I didn't have enough to handle what I wanted to, so I kind of said, let's go all in to beat Conkeldurr, and then have my Porygon 2 in the back after that, because P2 just takes hits for days. It is so damn bulky. P2 has enough bulk to take a Jolly Life or 2 Jolly Life Orb Genesects plus 1 Iron Heads. It also needs 3 max rolls if it's Timid Life Orb plus 1, what's that? Ice Beam, there we go. Two, my notes are like all in like I, B, I, C, I, H, whatever, so it's like not good enough for me to really understand it sometimes. But we need 3 max rolls for a Timid Life Orb plus 1 Ice Beam to 3 KO me. The same Flash Cannon never 2 KOs me as well, which is awesome. And then we take 2 Life Orb Timid Kyurem-White Dracos, so Draco plus Draco at -2, we take that hit. And we also take 2 Specs Ice Beams from Timid Kyurem-White as well, which is awesome. So yeah, that's going to be our Porygon 2 here. I put a good amount in defense for the Genesect, but in general, our game plan with this is to paralyze the Genesect and paralyze the Kyurem-White. If we can accomplish that, we're in a really good spot with Dragapult and with Solgaleo. So fingers crossed, guys, it is time to battle. Let's do it. The secret word of the day, spaghetti. Let's do it. Ooh, okay, so welcome back, everyone. No Slowbro. Instead, there is the Persian, which I'm a little upset about because Slowbro was slow as hell. But it's not the end of the world. Okay, Persian does have Stab Foul Play, which can do a good bit of damage to something like my Dragapult, my Kyurem, my Solgaleo, all these things. But its ability's kind of wasted, I'll say here. What do I think is going to be a good lead here? I think that KB is a solid lead against everything. If it leads with, well, anything, then I have coverage against it except for the Persian. Let me just take a look and see how much KB does to Persian quickly. Persian, Alola. We are Expert Belt. I don't think it's going to matter. Most amount of damage if Freeze Dry is looking to do the most if there's no difference in investment. So, do I think that this is the right lead? I think it is, because I don't, honestly, this thing can go for knockoff on Varric now, which sucks, because I really would have liked to have Slowbro around, but it is what it is. Thinking. Is this the best route? If I see a lead of Melmetal, am I fucked? If I see a lead of Melmetal, how much am I doing to Melmetal? Like, I think it's too late now, but we gotta weaken that, that's for sure. We do a good chunk. All right, well, we're done. We're gonna go ahead and do it. Fingers crossed, no Melmetal lead. I think it's gonna be Persian or Genesect as the lead, so we'll see. But GLHF to mid Pokemaster. Let's do it. It is time to battle. We're gonna see. So this is actually, I had 3 mocks. Shout out to Tiger, to Padmac, and to Incog for the mocks. And in every single one of them, the mon that came in, or the 6 mons, fucking Melmetal, god damn it. The 6 mons that came were basically the 5 that I mentioned before, and instead of the Persian, it was the Slowbro. Okay. Question is, do I just switch out hard into something else? Do I switch on to Porygon here? I don't really want to at all. Do I go to Appa? How much is Appa taking from this? Solgaleo, Double Iron Bash, if it's max attack adamant, does 29 to 36, and then into Earthquake is a roll. Actually, no, it never kills me. That's good. Is it? Yeah, no, there's a chance to kill me. It's a pretty good chance. But I think I kind of have to do that, honestly. I just don't want to risk losing my Kyurem Black here. It's just so good here. It's so damn good. So we're going to switch out. Fire Blast going to do 66 to 78, which is nice. Let's see, Double Iron Bash. Double Iron Bash. 29 to 36 is what I'm expecting. That's 30 for the first hit. This is not fully invested. That's awesome. Okay. So now, what is he going to go into? That's the question. Because usually he would go into something like, I guess, the Slowbro. So what's his switch in now? I can go for Fire Blast here pretty freely. If he expects a Fire Blast, what's he going to go into? Nothing really takes the hit, so we'll just go for the Fire Blast. We'll just go for it. E-Bell boosted Fire Blast comes out, connects, amazing. Going to do a good chunk of damage. That is Assault Vest. That is specially defensive as Hail. Earthquake. 164 down to 58. Okay. I think I kind of have to just go for the knockoff here, unfortunately. But is there a way that I can kind of work around this? We expect the Earthquake to come out. That doesn't help me. Is there a way I can get around losing this Pokemon right now? Because I really don't want to lose it. Just starting, this is such a bad start for me. Wow. This only helps me with Sylveon, and that's it now. which I have Kyurem for. That's really it. This could have rest, and that's really bad. I think I just go for the knock here, and I just have to do it. We're gonna go for the knock, get rid of the item. Damn. If I was Flare Blitz, that would have been great. But we get rid of the Assault Vest, go for Earthquake, that'll get the KO. Super unfortunate that Solgaleo goes down this early on, but I can't really do anything. I can't really do anything. Good news is now there's no Assault Vest. Kyurem Black should do how much? It's max special defense, max HP, careful nature, 49 to 58. That is definitely in range. We go into Juan here. If I'd gone for knockoff and then Fire Blast, that was my play. That should be my play, just in case. That was a big misplay on my end. But we go for the Earth Power here. Super free. We have the Terravolt to get by any shenanigans of abilities. But goddamn, I'm so frustrated with myself about that. I should have gone for the knockoff first. Because what is he going to go into? Anything he goes into, he loses the item. That made no sense for me, because if he went to Conk, then I was fucked. Especially if it was like an AV Conk. But we're going to go for the Earth Power here. We're going to get the KO on this Melmetal, so... yes, good. We got the kill on Melmetal. Very nice. That's another kill for KB. I think that's 11 on this season, which is insane. It's leading the league in kills right now. Okay. If Conk comes in, I fire off a Psychic. I just got to do it. Do I? Because I'm really relying on, like, Steel Wing to beat the Sylveon. I shouldn't have sacked off the fucking thing. I don't know why I did that. But the good news is Sylveon comes in. I have enough bulk to actually take a hit from this, as long as it's not, like, super SpDef or super specially attack invested. So we go for the Iron Head here. It is Expert Belt boosted. And we'll see how much we do. Is it Babiri Berry? It is not Babiri. And we can do just over half. If we flinch, that's amazing for us. No flinch. It Baton Passes. That's just perfect for me. That's amazing for me. If he goes into Conk, do I just Psychic or do I switch out? What do I do? Great. Fantastic. Okay, everyone, we are back. Mid's computer blue screen, so we're going to Iron Head this thing. It's going to go for Baton Pass as we do not flinch. No flinch, a Baton passes out. Going into what? That is the question. What are you going into? If it's Conkeldurr, I stand in Psychic, especially since I got the damage off on the Sylveon already, which is huge for me. KB against the Conkeldurr. It's like a chance to Oko. And if I get that Oko, it's so big for me. So what is May going to do here? Conkeldurr comes in. If it's Guts, I'm going to know right now. It is Guts. Okay, it's Guts Flame Orb. Like, do I risk this thing right now? I think I have to. I think I have to. Hopefully predicts and knocks. Psychic. KO. So close. Facade. Live. We live. KO. Okay. I'm gonna go Hard Katara here. If he knocks, he knocks. I just can't risk my Dragapult now. I hope he Mach Punches though. Mach Punch. There we go. Okay, I'll take that. I'm fine with taking that damage on Katara. I would just rather not take it on, rather not risk the knock and lose my Pult. Okay, that's amazing. This is gone. The Melmetal is gone as well. Awesome. Bro, if we KO'd that fucking Conkeldurr from full, that would have been so big for me. It's like, that's for sure like a min roll, unless he's like got max HP. And if he's got max HP, that's like a max roll. If he's max HP for special defense, we actually never KO'd. So, wow. Wow, okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Jeez. Make sure my audio is still good here, as it looks to be. Wow. The white balance on my monitor is insane. Okay, that's the Genesect. It'll get the download boost in attack. So we go Prim. Nope, cancel. The question is, do I need the Prim anymore? I don't think the answer is yes. I think the answer is no. So let's go Prim against Genesect here. So if Genesect is Scarfed, got the attack boost against me, Iron Head will get the job done. If it is not Scarfed, then I'll speed, and I can do Scald to do a shit ton of damage. So I'm going to go for the Scald here. I'm not going for Pump. I don't want to risk the miss. I'll get information here. It's Scarfed. Okay, so that'll KO me unless it's special defensive, special attack. Okay, so it KOs me. Unfortunate, but it is Scarf. We know that. Which means I can go... Do I go into Pult here? Do I go into Pult here? How much does Genesect do to me due to Pult? Dragapult, Scarfed, Ironhead, it'll be +1 if it's max attack. We live, which is dope. Unless it's like Adamant or whatever. If it's Adamant, then actually we do live still. So I can go for a Flamethrower for free here. So I'm going to do that. We go into Pult. And we'll click the Fire move. Okay. Right now the scary moment is... Well, this obviously is scary. But I'm going to go for Flamethrower. We assume the Sylveon comes in. It's going to be a very offensive game. Golly. If he gives me damage on this, I'll take it. Switches out. Okay. Cure him. Oh, okay. I'm not going to find out this is Scarf right now, am I? I have to go into P2 here, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I do. Once Kyurem KOs the Sylveon, or if Sylveon comes in and I have a free switch into Kyurem, my play right away has to be to sack it to whatever. Because nothing else, it doesn't take a hit from anything else. And it's not outspeeding anything else either, so... freeing this thing being Scarfed, we're going to Varric. And we're going to get the Turbo Blaze. Woo. Dracos. We dodge. I didn't really want that, I think. That's okay. So what comes in here? I just have to teleport. Ice Beam. So it's not Scarfed. Awesome. 191. Ooh. Bro! Thank you. Oh, that hurt. Oh, my fucking heart. Yo. Oh, don't do that to me. Oh my god. Thank God. Okay, and we can go into Boomy. Does that mean? Do we go into Boomy here? Or do I go into Roku? I think I go Roku. Because I still KO if it's Hobbenberry. Yeah, I go Roku. Wow. I will take it. I will totally take it. No, I probably should have gone to Lycanroc here. But no, we should still be fine if we KO here. So we'll go for the Dragon Darts. Go for the Dragon Darts. So this is not Scarf. This is huge knowledge for us. If we manage to keep this out of range of... Just switches out. You go Sylveon, that would suck. Sylveon. Okay, do we KO this thing from this range? It's going to be close, I think. Okay, how much... Okay, how much do we do to Sylveon? It's leftovers, unfortunately. Steel Wing to, like, very low defense is 48 to 58. I'm going to go for my Steel Wing here. We connect. Do we KO? It wished. It wished. Okay, I have another shot. Another shot. Unless the thing has Protect. Unless the thing has Protect. And I think in case of that, I have to go into Juan. I'm going to do that. I'm going to Juan here. On the Protect. Don't. Protect. There we go. Okay. This thing is getting back a shit ton of health, but that's fine. What comes in and takes an Iron Head? What comes in and takes an Iron Head? If I got any damage on that thing. Any damage. If there was no leftovers, I would have been fine. Okay. What comes in and takes the Iron Head? I don't think anything does. Like, if he brings in the Persian, like, whatever. Let's go Iron Head. Protects. Fine. Bro, if I went for Dragon Dance there, oh my god. But obviously I have no speed, so it doesn't matter, but... I'm not going to KO this anymore. But we're just going to go for it anyways, because if he goes into Genesect, like, fine, I guess. But he just stays in. We Iron Head it. It lives. We flinch. No, flinch. Hyper Voice comes out. That'll get the KO on us. Okay. So down goes this. It's not great, obviously. But it's fine. Question is, what do I go into now? I think the answer has to be Pulse. Okay. Go for Steel Wing here. That early game really cost me big time. I just didn't play that early game well, like at all. Protects, there. It's still not so annoying right now. Wish, Protect, Hyper Voice, and Baton Pass. Obviously, if I had access to my Solgaleo, I'd feel so good right now, but I just don't. And if I didn't, I only ran Thunderbolt for the Slowbro, and Slowbro didn't come, so if I had Morning Sun instead, that was an option for me. We decided against it. Do I expect to switch? I don't think I can risk it. I just gotta go for the Steel Win here. Stays in. Steel Wing connects. KO. Thank you. Okay. This thing is gone. If the what is that thing called? Kyurem comes in, I can freely click Dragon Darts. I only have 3 mons left, I believe, right now, which is not great. We know it's Scarf Genesect as well. Persian. Okay. Persian Alola. I'm not even going to kill this thing. Oh my god, I'm not going to kill this thing. What do I do against this? No! If it goes for a knock, is there anything I can do? Right now, nothing appreciates being paralyzed. Nothing. How much does P2 take from this? Not much. We go into P2. And if I see anything, I click Thunder Wave. That's my play. So I see Genesect and it stays on me, I click Thunder Wave 2. Trace, I get Fur Coat, which is dope. So Knockoff comes out, which is cool. Does very little to me. Crit mattered. Okay, and here I'm going to click. This thing could taunt me right now. That would suck. I think I still have to go for it. Good play. Yep, that's fine. That's fine, it happens. I should try attack, because then I can get this thing more in range. But we'll try attack here anyways. That was another misplay there. That was just a bad play, again, on my end. I was confident that he was going to go for a taunt there, and what did I do? I stayed in. Why? And now I have to get like a 10% chance with Parting Shot. Incredible. That's such a bad play on my end. Wow. I could have gone 38 to 47 off on that Persian. Crazy. Kyurem comes in. This thing's going to KO us. Decent damage there. I just have to attack. Losing my Solgaleo too early was not good. We're going to lose this game, unfortunately. I think it's going to be like a 2-0 or something. I assume he's going to get the KO too. It is Life Orb. Okay, that's fine. Is there a way for me to win this game right now? I think I actually have a shot because I have Sash. Ooh, I might have a shot. Depending on how fast the Persian is. And if I can KO with close combat or not. So here we go for the darts. Okay, so down goes the KW. Flamethrower does the most. Lycanroc close combat does 72 to 84. If he outspeeds my Lycanroc, then he's got the win. If not, I think I do. That's what it's going to come down to, I think. So here I go for the Flamethrower. Foul play. We take this hit, don't we? Never mind. Yeah, we never take that hit. Never mind. Oh my god. Okay. Moment of truth. If we take this hit, if we outspeed, we win the game. Moment of truth. Sash Lycanroc. We are max speed. Did mid creep a max speed Lycanroc. Close combat. And do we outspeed? Do we KO as well? That's another thing. Because it's 72 to like 80 something. It outspeeds. And that is going to be the game, unfortunately. Damn. If I was able to get some damage off on that thing, it's going to be a 1-0 loss. But, hey, what are you going to do? I don't think there's any way that like a super mega crit can kill Genesect. Yeah, no, we don't. It's like minus defense. Yeah, even then, a crit does 50 to 59. My early game was so bad. My early game was so bad. But yeah, if we basically outsped that, we would have won, which is crazy. Because close combat would have KO'd it. But 'tis not the case. Ironhead, and that is going to be a GG to mid. Very short game, it felt like. But we had our first loss this season. It's only a 1-0, and honestly, this was one of our harder matchups with KW, and with Genesect. We really had very little options against them. But in general, I felt like my play was not great. Like if I got the chip on the Persian that I would have liked, that would have been awesome for me. That would have been awesome for me. I also need to test to see if the parting shot would have been negated by me switching into my what is that thing called? My Dragon, because I clear body. And even then, even if it's not negated, if I just was ballsy and made that play, then I take the hit from the Genesect. I believe so, I do. Let me double check that actually. Genesect against the Dragapult. Well, it's getting the boost in special attack actually, so it will be able to KO me with Ice Beam if it has it. But if it does, I probably just go hard into Porygon in that instance, die, figure out what he's going to do, and then go from there. I think that's what I would do in that instance, and that'll give me a shot. But in general, what it came down to was the plays I made, I just didn't do, okay? Props to mid, you played well, but I think the plays that I made just were not up to what I normally would have done, and it kind of showed here. I was a bit too much like, okay, gotta do this, and gotta make sure I position myself this way, and I didn't do the things that would just get me a W in the situation. So, yeah, it is what it is. Shout out to Incog, Pat Mac, and to Tiger for the help in this mock, of course, in this matchup, of course, for the mocks. Appreciate it very much. Thank you all for watching. If you guys remember the secret word of the day, make sure to comment down below. Comments are super appreciated, helps the channel grow. Leave a like, of course, and make sure to check out our new series that we're doing on discussing a bunch of Pokemon. We're going to be discussing Urshifu next. So, guys, thanks for watching. Or we just recently discussed Urshifu by the time this is going up. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.